The Magnolia Bowl, often overlooked in the pantheon of great rivalries, but this has always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. He wants to change this route. To the air. It's Maddox. Gets open down the middle. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return.
Excellent job by this defense. You know they watched the tape last week. This offense was humming. They were clicking. They were in rhythm. You knew they would be aggressive, and they are in the first drive. Great discipline in the back end, shows up, shows out, and creates the first takeaway of this football game.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a gap. It's Barry. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Looking for a man. It's Maddox. Got his man. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Caught in the backfield. It's French. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Pulls it in. It's Watkins. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. And the Rebels are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Caught over the middle, it's Alexander. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
To the air on first down. Extending the play. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Wide receiver going in motion. Unloads quickly. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wideout. They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. To the air, it's Flowers. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work. Turning it on! Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Fresno State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Alabama. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, give on the inside. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Back to pass, it's Flowers. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Let's go. Right. Single, single.
They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved. And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating. back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love what Reese says. Like, cheating, yeah. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously, so closely connected. Games are usually really, really good. A ton of talent on the field. Big bragging rights on the line.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Man, it is such a weapon to have running backs that can not only run the football, but can catch it as well. And a nice job there, David, finding the matchup one-on-one with a linebacker, a little angle route to get the first down.
Yeah, and those angle routes are hard to defend because the running back looks like he's going out first. So when I'm a linebacker, I'm like, oh, crap, I got to catch him. And then he breaks in really quickly, and a nice throw to throw it in front of him and get the first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's French. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Quarterback keeps it. Can't get him to the ground. Turns it on down the left side. The 20. The 10. Touchdown. Ole Miss. Once he got some room, it was over. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This quarterback is so unique and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of.
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Great place to start for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll go back to the air on second down. grabbed in the middle. It's French. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. Quickly complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And the Rebels have it with a first and goal. He wants to throw it again. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back to pass, it's Flowers. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down and run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
On the ground, it's Berry.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Finds his man. It's Berry. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
He's going to run it. Took care of it himself. At the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Right on the money. Open space at the 25. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Berry. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown!
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
He'll bring it out. It's Massey. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Pocket breaking down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Now he'll throw back into the middle. Hits the open man. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Tigers want to crank the tempo. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Not get there. A fourth down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Got a man. It's French. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use it. Exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make.
Breaks into the open. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. He's going for the goal line.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point try fails, and the lead remains 10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Maddox. The quick out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, down a throw. Fires on the move. He's open on the right. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Rebels are on the move. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. Starts to scramble to the left. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Takes the handoff. It's French. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Yeah, if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical Brown game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. He's got his man across the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. He wants to go deep, and it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly. There was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to pass. It's Flowers. Dumps it to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the
big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Wants to throw again. Fires left. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Going to sling it on second down. Still looking, on the move. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Dropping back, it's Maddox. Swings it out to his running back. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
The kick is on its way. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Rebels! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Back to throw, it's Flowers. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down. He just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes.
He lofts one down the sideline. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.